Okay, now to make the cover part of the insert. This one you'll see I've already attached to the book base, and there's all my little accordion pockets just waiting for recipe cards. So the book base is going to be made from a 10-inch long by 3 3/8 inch wide piece of cardstock. Then you'll score at 1 inch, at 1 5/8, because we're making a deeper base pocket for this box. Then it's 6 5/8, then it's 7 1/4, and this 5/8 inch section between your 6 5/8 and 7 1/4 inches, you want to score the every 1/8 of an inch so it creates your little ribbed effect. And then I've sponged all of the edges of this particular one with the inks. So I will go on and show you how I glue this into place. I fold everything over on its score lines so that just the base section of the holder or folder, whatever you want to call it, don't really know a good term, insert holder, is all that shows. So I can put my adhesive, and I have to stand up to do this part. Having really bad eye days lately, so it takes me a little longer to focus. And I call it bad eye days. I have chronic dry eye, and some days it's just worse than others, and it's like looking through a pane of glass with water running down it, and I really have to concentrate on what I focus on to see. Otherwise, make boo-boos. Okay, then this is how I finish putting the rest of this together, because I want my inside layer to be the exact same width as the wrapped part of the insert. Then I cut both of these out of the same paper, so I had to put an I and an O on there so I would know which one was for the inside and which one was for the outside, because they were only like a little over 1/8 of an inch difference, but I didn't want to mess up and try to stick the wrong one in the wrong place. And I lined it up more with the outer edge for creating my layering. So I wanted the little extra width here with the section that was going to be on the inside. And then this one. Go here. And I have a thing about wanting if I have a rounded edge, I like to line it up with it being on my left side, if at all possible. I think I didn't go back and trim that one the same as I had done on this one, but that's okay. We're not stressing it. Then, because this is a lot thicker and chunkier, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue it to this flap first. And you can do this with all the other different books. Do it the exact same way. And using that score line, that you don't go over it, but just right up to it. So then when you fold this over, then it will glue your little box, accordion box, right in place. So then put the glue just in the center and fold that over, making sure that your bottom edge is straight. And then I usually just take my bone folder and kind of give that center section, because that's where the glue is, a good rub. Then this is going to go right there. And I want it even with the top edge of my box. And I want just that little bit to show at the bottom. And hopefully what I'm seeing is right. Or what I'm seeing is what y'all are seeing. And there's our two little inserts. And then when all this folds up, this was just my little page flag earlier so that I wouldn't forget my top and bottom edge of the book. But this is what it will look like. And then once I decide what I'm going to use as my little closure for the insert pockets and what I'm going to use for the book closure, I'll come back and show y'all that.